Hello, prank is in the making. I am with Amy on her and Shane's YouTube channel.
Hello.
And she's just gonna be filming right now. But on her channel, she's having an American week. Well, accent week. And this week is American. So we're speaking in American.
Yeah, we thought we'd bring it to this channel as well. So
why not?
Why not? Yeah. It's still hard because I have to speak American every single day. Like this week. Not every single day of my life. I would love to. I love being an American accent person. Thanks.
So basically, what are we doing today?
I don't know. I just thought, let's hit record. We have 67 minutes on my camera left.
Why not?
Why not? Let's have a look at my rib. Look at that little thing.
real.
Oh, Deborah. Just a little bit of Justin Bieber, like, zooming in on his, like, really cute. Oh my god. He's, like, so cool.
You know.
Yeah.
So, what should we do?
Should we just talk? We should just talk.
Let's just talk.
Let's talk about our lives.
Let's get you with it.
No, get off. Just too far. Oh, don't touch me.
I did not just touch it. I just high-fived you. I would bite your finger.
Oh my god. So, Ellie, I want to thank you for the ribs you brought over.
You're welcome.
She brought me some ribs. Like,
I did not kill anyone.
They are. They're my sisters.
In barbecue sauce.
And barbecue sauce. She hated barbecue sauce, so you know. I'm such a cannibal. Oh my god. Am I like a human zombie? Zombies are cannibals. Do you know what? I've got to tell you about my dream. I've told Ellie about this, right? It was actually right here. This here, this green, this bit here, yeah. Ellie lives on the corner, like, round there. So, she always walks through there, and I always see her, like, when I'm in, like, watching telly or in my room. I just see her walking, so I open the door while she's, like, when she gets to about here. So, I was, like, my dream was that, no, I'll take it, I was asleep in my bed, here, and then I looked out, like, I woke up in my dream, like that, and I woke up, went down, I didn't look outside, I went downstairs, and this guy was just like, hey, you can't go out, because they'll get you. I was like, who would get you? And it sounds really cheesy now, but it's zombies, because I've been watching a lot of zombie movies lately, and I watched a really bad one, which had pretty good graphics for zombies, so it could have been a really good movie. Like, they had, like, foam coming out their mouth and everything, and it was, like, really proper. They had blood coming from their eyes. It was proper zombified. So, yeah, that happened. And then I came up, like, all the bottom of the house was boarded up. And so was my bathroom and my mom and my sister's room, because, like, there's, like, a roof below them for, like, the conservatory and the front door kind of section where it just goes out. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if we can get it on the camera. Oh, I don't know if I can get it, because let me turn the camera around. Like, down there's, like, that, and there's, like, a massive one in my mom's and my sister's, so it kind of, like, parts. So, yeah, so then I went downstairs. I don't know, I can't remember what happened. Then I came upstairs, and then, like, I saw a load of zombies, like, all over here. And down here, there's some kids that play around this area, and I saw them, they were zombies down here. So realistic. And there was, like, loads of people crawling out that I've never seen before. And then I saw Ellie, like, here, and it scared the crap out of me, because she looked, like, so depressed, if you know what I mean. Like, she just didn't look, and she had foam coming out of her mouth. And it looked so realistic, and it had her own style as well. My dream had, like, realistic fashion sense. Ellie was wearing, I can't see, right.
Stand up.
She was wearing, like them, I think, yeah, you were wearing them. And you were wearing a white top with, like,
I was wearing shorts.
with a white top, and then, like, a crop top on top of it. Do you know what I mean when I say that?
I wouldn't wear that, but okay.
Yeah, it was something like that. And it scared the absolute heebie-jeebies out of me. And I've watched a lot of horror films. Oh my god, that reminds me. We found a rape alarm. Like, it was in the charity shop when I was working. And then, like, I didn't know what it was because it was making a weird sound. It didn't make the sound of with the batteries. So I unscrewed it all, got the batteries out, put more batteries in because I literally know them for batteries. Except when I want them, I can't find them, but when I don't need them, they're there. So, no, I was lucky I found some. They were AG13, so I put 3 of them in because we had a whole pack of them, luckily. And it made the biggest noise. Did you say it doesn't track?
I think so.
Are you sure? Do you want to just get it? It's in my... Oh, no, it's here. I've got it.
I don't know. Does it track? Do you think it tracks? It's quite old, but...
It's quite old. It's an old one. It's, like, really old.
Like, really?
That. Do you reckon it's illegal, though? Do you
I'm going to do this. Ready?
Right, yeah, but you do it. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Do it, and then when I close it. Ready? Go. Close it. Close it. Close it. That is so scary. I was even... She scared the crap out of me. Okay, stop it now. Stop. But yeah, this is my rape alarm. So, you know, if I ever get raped, I'm always scared. I was talking to...
Think about it. They gave it to charity shop, so it'll be if we take it off, it'll go to their house, not ours, because it's not ours technically.
Oh my god, yeah.
So it's fine, we can do it. It's cool.
Yeah, but it might be GPS.
It's not. It's too old.
Dude, your laptop's too old and it has Chrome.
Because I added it onto it.
I added onto it.
Or it was on there.
It was on there.
It was.
It was on there.
It was.
No, yours was on custom. I
Yeah,
checked
no.
your custom and there was no Chrome on your add-ons.
Oh, because it was on its own search bar. No worries.
We're gonna go now because I have dinner and we wanna try this out. What are you doing? We're gonna go to the park. No, I used to be really scared because, like, Joe, there's so many stories of this green. I'll show you. Right. I'm gonna zoom in. The garages used to be here, right? And there used to be, like, there was no cars, and my brother was sitting about where that lamppost is there. He was sitting on there, and I was over by the road. Can you see those railings behind the trees? Probably can't. But, yeah, I was standing there, and this white van pulled up. He pulled in, and he nearly ran me over. My friend pushed me over into the grass, and she broke her ankle. She moved away, blah, blah, blah. Michael had his friends. The white van stopped. He tried to offer my brother some sweets. There's a car. Look. Sorry, I just thought. Anyway, so, yeah. He was sitting there, and there was a white van. They tried to get him in. Sorry, I thought I saw someone.
Oh, Frank Sweets.
Oh no, don't worry. It looked like Slender. It's not. Don't worry. God, that scared the crap out of me. So yeah, he was sitting about there, and he tried to get my brother to come in with sweets. My brother was really big at the time. He loved sweets, all that crap. So we went home, and then I was like 10 at the time, and I sat on my stairs, and there was like 10 policemen in my living room. They questioned me and my brother. They questioned me and my brother, and obviously he got caught. And then when I got told about a couple of months ago that he's back, except he's not in a white van anymore. He's now in a red van. So obviously I can't go near the postmen when they're collecting posts because I crap myself. Because I was actually traumatized. I still am. I am traumatized, and people don't believe me, which actually annoys me. But now, I've got this whole thing. So if they come near me, I will scream, and I will put this out, and I will shoot in their faces. Maybe not always the last bit, but, you know, it can be handy in some cases. What's your face for? She's traumatized. I'm sorry. Have I traumatized you? Have I traumatized you?
I'm traumatized.
Are you traumatized? I've traumatized her. Okay. So, yeah. And also, there's a curly-haired man.
His name gives me the heebie-jeebies.
He's like, nah, he hasn't got curly hair anymore, but he is a hobo. And he sleeps. What the hell? What are you doing? He is like, he shaved all his hair off, so he's not really, they don't know who he is anymore. And, you know what also scares me? Is that so many people, it's like stabbings at our school and hit and runs, right? This is, don't ask why I've got this. It's, my friend gave it to me. It's it was a hit and run down our road. Not down my friend's road. Not the one who gave me it, but, yeah. Charlie Hancock, he died. which was really upsetting because he was my friend's uncle, and he was my friend's brother's friend. So, you know, he was, and he went to our school as well. So it was a big shocking. Yeah, everyone knew him. But he was in some drug problems apparently. I'm not saying these are true, but yeah, there's drugs. There's everything around here. It's awful. Like, luckily I live in a nice neighborhood, but my park is quite bad. There's hobos and everything in there, and it used to be really good. There used to be dens and everything, but you know, not anymore. So I'm gonna go because I'm gonna have dinner, and Ellie is gonna like go on our laptop or try the rape alarm again, but you know, don't touch it. So I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna say, but don't do that. Take off my feet. Okay, say goodbye.
Bye.
In an American accent.
See you later.
See you later.
See you later.
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 Later. So keep on pranking, and bye. Sorry Shane couldn't be. Don't do that. Sorry Shane couldn't be here today, but obviously I'm probably gonna be the head of this rather than him because what is she doing? That is Yoshi. This is Yoshi. We got married last year. Get off him. No, seriously, get off him. This is Yoshi. My friend gave it to me. My friend Jess. If you're watching this, I love you. So yeah, get off his foot. Sorry, get off his foot. We're gonna go now. I'm gonna beat the shit out of Ellie. Unfortunately, she won't be here next video, but we will go and see her grave sometime. I'm gonna get you. Okay. Keep pranking. Bye.